I would call abs the universally recognized symbol of fitness. Having a strong core and low body fat makes you look attractive, disciplined, and it's what a lot of people are aiming for in their journey. Are they the most important thing when it comes to health? No. Health is about how you feel, it's how you operate and how you perform. But abs are a good indicator of if you're doing all of those things. It's a goal that a lot of people are aiming for, and once they achieve it, they feel like they've hit their goal. So how do you get abs? I could summarize this whole video in one simple sentence. Abs are made in the kitchen. If you have any muscle definition and you're below, say, 10% body fat, it's going to be very easy to see your abs. Say you're a bigger guy and you're actually in very good shape, but you're above 20% body fat, it's going to be a lot harder to see those abs. So to make abs more noticeable, it's not about how big the muscles are themselves, it's about how much body fat you have. And so reducing your body fat will make your abs seem more defined. Sumo wrestlers are actually a great example of this because they have ridiculously strong core muscles, and if you removed all the fat, they look insane. Because there's so much fat above it, you can't see it, however, so they look how they do. So having strong core muscles is important, but the real keys here are diet and high energy expenditure. Just quickly, I want to clear up the myth of spot reduction. Now, a person might say, I have fat arms. To reduce the fat, I'm going to do a lot of arm exercises, and they think this will work. But this isn't how losing fat works. When you lose fat, you lose it evenly across your entire body. So you lose it from your stomach, your legs, your arms, all at the same time. So losing fat from the arms is the same as losing fat from anywhere. You have to eat less and burn more energy. Doing exercises will make your muscles more defined once you lose the fat, but it won't burn any more fat than any other sort of exercise. But does this mean you should skip abs? No, you shouldn't skip any body part. You should train your entire body so you have a balanced, fit physique. You should always train your core, which involves more than just your abs. The core has loads of muscles. There are stabilization muscles which are located underneath the abs, there's the obliques on the side, and there's the abs, which are the most aesthetic part of the core. One of the best ways to train the core is any exercise where you need to brace. So like a squat or a bent over row, you need to brace your core so that your back doesn't arch. When you're lifting heavy like this, it's going to increase the power of your core muscles. So you should definitely do heavy bracing type movements, but also you should target the abs directly. At the end of a session, something like leg raises and sit-ups for the abs, along with Russian twists for the obliques and planks for the internal core muscles, are very important to give the core an overall stimulus. When you strengthen the core, once you eventually lose the body fat, it's going to be more defined and make you look better. This is the difference between skinny abs and more chiseled, blocky abs. So now we know how to train the abs, but like I said, calories is what's really important when it comes to seeing abs. So what does this really look like? Here's some simple changes you can make to make sure that you hit a calorie deficit. We've got to understand that most of the calories we burn doesn't come from exercise. A lot of it comes from NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is all the activity we do throughout the day that isn't exercise. Walking, talking, moving our hands, it all requires energy. The most efficient way to increase this is to walk more. Walking for 10 minutes is 1,000 steps, and walking 1,000 steps burns 40 calories. This means if you want to burn 100 calories, you have to walk for 25 minutes. If you think of what's the longest you've ever ran for or exercised, it's probably around 2 hours. What's the most you've ever walked for in a day? It's probably more like 8 to 10 hours. This shows how much more volume you can do. In an hour of exercise, you'll burn more calories than walking for an hour, but you can do so much more of it, it makes it negligible. Another big thing you can do is swapping juice, fizzy drinks, and alcohol for water. Fizzy drinks like Coke immediately have to go. It ruins your health, and it's not even that great. It's something that just isn't worth it, and you shouldn't be doing. Juice is a bit of a sneaky one. It's branded as being really healthy because it's full of fruit. However, it lacks the fiber that real fruit does, and it's packed full of sugar, making it unhealthy. It's okay in smaller amounts, but it really shouldn't be a common thing, and again, water is a much better option. Alcohol is a hard one because it's harder to give up completely. There's a lot of social situations where drinking alcohol is the norm, and it is quite a big change to make to your life. The advice that I'd give is if you're drinking, just make sure it's a special occasion where you're really going to have a good time and limit it to once a week. And instead of drinking pints of beer, which is very high in calories, consider swapping it for vodka and squash. You can make this stronger so you have to drink less of it, but also it just contains way less calories and it's going to be less impactful on your health. So let's summarize what we've learned in this video. You're not going to reduce belly fat specifically, you're going to reduce the fat of your overall body. You're going to train your whole body, including your abs, to make sure that when you lose body fat, you're going to have a chiseled, defined appearance. You're going to do more activity so you burn calories, you're going to stop fizzy drinks and alcohol, and you're going to eat nutritious food in smaller portions to make sure you're fed but not overfed. If you're disciplined and take my advice, in a few months you'll be well on your way to achieving your goals. If you need help when it comes to training, I have a free workout plan you can grab in the description below. I also have paid products which are available. You can also sign up for my email list which gives daily tips for health and fitness. That's all from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bow.